Hey guys, howdy do? I'm joined with Roxas, who's sitting in the window right now. I knew I'd see him today. Haven't seen him since uh whatever time I let him out on Friday. I think I let him out like 2 o'clock. So he's just been kind of doing his own thing all weekend. But he's here in the window. He's got his, you can see right there. He got his food. So he's been wined and dined, and now he's asleep in the window. But anyway. Blizzard, Blizzard, Blizzard Entertainment. Back in the day, now it's Activism Blizzard, as people refer to them. But Blizzard reportedly working on a new Starcraft shooter. So Starcraft. Um, I don't. I think the article says something about uh their beloved. Yeah, I mean it is beloved. I mean people do love Starcraft. Um, but I think one of them said something about flagship game. No, no, no. When think people think of World Blizzard Entertainment, they think of World of Warcraft. I mean, it's been there since pretty much the beginning. And unlike StarCraft, that's had projects that have not happened. World of Warcraft doesn't have that. You had Warcraft, you had Warcraft 2, you had Warcraft 3, you had World of Warcraft, and every couple years you get a new expansion. So it's not like, oh, a canceled World of Warcraft game or something like that. Hell, if you go to Netherstorm in WoW, there's a little monument memorial for Starcraft project. So, but Blizzard Entertainment is reportedly developing a new StarCraft shooter, marking the company's third attempt at bringing the beloved sci-fi universe into the first-person shooter genre, which is stupid. We don't need another first-person shooter. We already have Overwatch, so I think they need to stick at what they're good at with StarCraft and make it what people expect. If it's a first person shooter, we don't need it. We don't need another. And that's the thing with Blizzard, with the different types of genres and games. You have your MMO um with WoW. You have your shooter game with Overwatch. You have Hearthstone, which is your children's trading card game. You've got Diablo, which is kind of an overhead adventure. I think even Diablo 4 still kind of has that overhead view. You're not really on the ground behind. You're kind of looking from overhead like you're God. You're watching all your little pawns and your toys play. Um and then you have StarCraft, which is like the tabletop strategy kind of thing. So I think they need to just stick with what they're good at with StarCraft. Don't make it something it's not. Although they also have Heroes of the Storm, which is like your League of Legends kind of crap. So each game is very different style of gameplay. So to try to make StarCraft a first-person shooter, it's just we already have a first-person shooter in the form of Overwatch. We don't need another. Bloomberg writer Jason Schreier shared the news on IGN. IGN's Unlocked podcast, revealing that this latest project is distinct from the previously canceled Starcraft Ghost and Project Ares. Yeah, StarCraft Ghost. I think that's the monument that you can find in Netherstorm. Schreier, who is set to release a book on Blizzard's tumultuous history titled Play Nice, The Rise, Fall, and Future of Blizzard Entertainment, offered a glimpse into the mysterious third attempt. A new hope in the Starcraft universe? Is there a new hope in the Starcraft universe? Will Blizzard be able to create a game for everyone? Find out on the next exciting episode of Dragon Ball Z. Starcraft, one of Blizzard's flagship franchises, not really anymore. Not really. Again, freaking Overwatch is more of a flagship game franchise than Starcraft. Has seen multiple efforts to expand beyond its real-time strategy roots. Yeah, real-time strategy, like tabletop, kind of like, your little moving your pieces there, and um 2014. No, it wasn't Ghosts then. What was it? Hang on. So here's the memorial in game. And it's got right there, it flashes the word Nova. Um so this was like 14 years ago. So it's been a while. So yeah, StarCraft, not exactly the best history when it comes to game releases and stuff like that. But that's over in Netherstorm. If you play WoW and you want to see it yourself, it's in Netherstorm. It's basically like at the very southern point of Netherstorm, like right off um the last little bit of land there. You just kind of fly up there and it's just kind of sitting there, like the ship in Netherstorm that's just like floating and twisting nether. Um, Back when WoW was just like a meme and reference machine. It's like everywhere you went, there's a reference or meme about something. So, but yeah, it's another storm if you want to find it. It plays, I think, the first StarCraft 1 music when you get near it. I think they put like a Nova there to kind of, memorial, like a actual NPC that'll pop up, like a ghostly pop up sometimes. But yeah. The latest project, still in its early incubation phase, is headed by Dan Hay, a veteran game developer known for his work on the Far Cry series. According to Schreier, Hay remained with Blizzard after most developers working on Blizzard's canceled survival game were laid off earlier this year, following the company's acquisition by Microsoft. Most of the developers were laid off, while few would remain with Hay to begin incubating. Hay incubate. Of all things, a new StarCraft shooter. Again, perhaps after Ghost and Ares, the third time would be a charm. I don't think so. I don't think so. No, sir, I don't like it. Um, Challenges of developing a StarCraft shooter. No, the whole point is it's not a first-person shooter. That's the biggest thing. Integrating StarCraft universe into a first-person shooter setting have been fraught with challenges. Schreier noted Blizzard's cursed experience with the genre, emphasizing the uncertainty around the new project's future. If it's not canceled, I mean, this is Blizzard after all. He remarked, underscoring the company's history of abandoning ambitious projects. I mean, and that's something they do. They'll abandon, hell, even stuff that games that exist and are, continuously worked on, like WoW. They abandon crap all the time in that. Project, what was it? Path of the Titans was it Cataclysm? They'll introduce things at like BlizzCon and say, "Oh yeah, you'll get to go to this area and this and that." And never happens because it's like, "Oh well, we just dropped it because we didn't think it fit with the story." It's like, who cares if it fits with the story? Who cares if it fits with the story? Just give us content. Like Farallon. I think that's what one thing people were pissed off the most about with Warlord of Draenor is we're like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna we're gonna give you guys Farallon, a pre-Netherstorm. You know, you're gonna get to see what Netherstorm looked like before the destruction of Draenor. Never happened. Never happened. We get, oh yeah, we're gonna have this ogre empire you're gonna get to go to. Nope, never happened. Never happened. And they basically just a slap in the face. They add a little follower quest in your garrison called Finding Farallon, where you send a follower on a mission, on a table mission, to find it and to bring something back from there, but you never actually go there. So it's just like a slap in the face to players who wanted to, because you go there now and you have the domes from the ethereals that have kind of preserved portions of Farallon, and it's all lush and green and beautiful, and you're like, I want to see this. What did Farallon look like? But no, they just like, oh, it didn't make sense to the story, so he dropped it. Oh yeah, that Blood Elf Island that we told you guys, yeah, they're not happening, not happening. So even in things like World of Warcraft, they just constantly drop stuff because it's like, oh, it didn't make sense to the plot. It's like, we don't care. We don't care. The timing of Schreier's revelations added weight onto to the ongoing saga. His book was announced, so don't care. I suspect that one will make a lot of headlines, highlighting the anticipation among fans and industry watchers alike. And Blizzard overcome its past. So here's some footage.
The way of the warrior is the path of shadow. The gift of the warrior is to perceive that which cannot be seen. The spirit of the warrior is to strike in a single moment. The destiny of the warrior is balance in all things. And when balance is lost, all that is left is the reckoning.
Okay, I see what they were going for. It was like a, you know, just one of the games that kind of came out at the time that were big. You know, you had, it's like a 007, what else? Like a Splinter Cell kind of thing going on. You got almost like a snake, you know, solid snake look for her. So it seemed like they were just, I mean, it could have worked, maybe, but when people think of StarCraft, this isn't what people think of when they think of StarCraft. So, again, everything has its own format, its own type of gameplay and stuff like that. So, now given the project's current incubation status, it remains unclear how far along development truly is. Industry skepticism is warranted, as Blizzard has developed a reputation for abandoning projects at advanced stages. Yeah. The gaming community may find itself waiting years before any substantial updates, with fears that this project could follow the same fate as its predecessors. Probably. Again, when you think of StarCraft, you think of this. You think of this. You don't think of first-person shooters and you know, you don't. This is what you think. It's like when you think of World of Warcraft, you don't think of, you know, first-person shooters. You think of MMOs. You know, you think of the MMO. That'd be like taking Overwatch and making it something it's not. Overwatch is a first-person shooter. You know? So, but just the fact that they've dabbled into so many different styles of gameplay, you know, like I said, with Heroes of the Storm being like League of Legends. League of Legends, and you have Hearthstone, which is your card game. World of Warcraft, your MMO, and um, so there's Diablo, you're kind of top down, kind of. I feel like it's more traditional because it is like a top down view, so it is kind of like a old school game. Um, I mean, it's like they're the old school Diablo games even now, even with Diablo 4, with the top down view. Well, kind of like a, it's like a 3D, 2D kind of thing where it's not full 3D, like you're not following behind the character, but they're 3D models, but you're looking kind of from a kind of like just looking down. So, but yeah, StarCraft is not a first person shooter. It's not. And if they were to try to make it like that, I don't think it would succeed very well because it's like this. If you're gonna make a StarCraft game, make a StarCraft game. Bring back these. But that's just my humble opinion, my worthless 2 cents, especially in this economy. It's 2 cents. My 2 cents isn't worth much anymore. So, but what do you think? Do you guys think a first-person shooter StarCraft game would work, or is it, StarCraft is StarCraft? It's not a first-person shooter. Just keep StarCraft as StarCraft. Let me know. But that's gonna do it for me. You guys know the drill. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.